So do you believe the way we look defines who we are? And I mean just not pretty but happy and glowing. Our confidence comes from the attention that we draw and how we draw that attention, of course, by looking good. Morphosis Rejuvenation Studio has a revolutionary approach to skin health, combining the latest advances in medicine, aesthetics and beauty technology to help you achieve that gorgeous, glowing and youthful skin. We have with us Linda Levenson, who's a nurse practitioner and also the founder of Morphosis. Linda, tell us, you look gorgeous.
This is a picture of Morphosis, thank you. And thank you for inviting me to the show today. I appreciate that.
There are so many philosophies when it comes to doing your skin and how it should look.
Well, definitely it depends on genetics. Your DNA is very important, and Morphosis has a reputation for treating ethnic skin. Ethnic skin is very delicate skin. You might look at my skin and think that my skin would be more difficult and would be more problematic, but actually your skin is more difficult to treat than mine. Ooh. And much more delicate. So you really have to have experience in order to treat ethnic skin.
Now, one of the biggest issues with Indian skins I've heard is pigmentation or hyperpigmentation.
Yeah.
So how do you tackle that?
Right. Well, we have many ways to treat that. One thing, we have our particular regime that we use. So it's a combination of laser technique with chemical peels, and Morphosis has we have our own little pharmacy, and so we also have products that we use that help to accelerate the process, and we got very good results.
How long does it really take? I mean, if I have hyperpigmentation and I come to you, what's the time frame I'm looking for before it
Well, we
goes?
do it in a series of 5 treatments. So each time you would come into the studio, you would have 2 treatments in one appointment. So in other words, you would have what we call laser genesis, which improves the texture of your skin, also helps with pigment, it reduces pore size by 50%, and then you would also get a chemical peel, and then the products that you would be using at home.
Remember, Harbir, you were talking about skin and hair removal. You have a tough time with that.
I was just going to actually ask a question about this, because a lot of friends have always been asking, what is the right place to go? And I actually don't have much knowledge about this. So
come to us.
Well, the question is that there's a lot of women that have these questions, and being that we're foremans on a talk show, they say, hey, maybe you guys know. And I thought, I'm not sure.
Friends'
what to tell
recommendation
them.
always
Exactly.
was great.
So
I
we
mean,
thought we'd love to find out from you.
Go try that place out. But coming back to hair removal, I think that's one thing we struggle a lot. Because the skin color and the hair color is so similar, I believe it's very hard to take it out.
Again, ethnic skin is delicate skin. It has to be treated very carefully and very well. So we have a special laser that we just use for ethnic skin. And so that makes it easier to remove the hair. You have to be very careful that you don't burn a client and cause more hyperpigmentation than already exists on that client. So because we deal a lot with ethnic skin, we're very careful with your skin.
Now, Linda, a lot of people, everyone says prevention is better than cure, and there are a lot of preventive technologies out there. So when do you recommend people actually start with these preventive technologies?
At what age?
Well, I think, what I'm seeing a lot of is that moms are coming in for treatments, whether it be hair removal or the photomorphosis, where they're getting the chemical peels, the prescriptions, and the laser treatments. Then they're bringing their teenage daughters in.
Oh, really?
When the teenage daughters see what great results the moms have, they want to be taken care of as well.
Thank you, Linda, so much for coming to our studio today.
Thank you so much for having me, Ina. It's been a pleasure.
And I'm sure you have some before and after pictures. That always motivates me. When I see a before and an after, I'm like, okay, so I can look good too.
Okay, I'm happy to show you those.
Sure. And it's important to pay attention to the way we look, because when we look good, we feel good.